right, number one, what I asked you to do to start with is just find me the slope. But we are going to have to write that equation, y equals mx plus b. So to start with, number one, I've got -3 and -11, 4 and 3. Y minus y over x minus x. Who's my y minus y? All right, so I'm going to, whoops, that's not going to work. This has got to get up there. All right, hold on for me 1 second. Somebody has all the problems for me, right? All right, IVFTUB. All right, so just because I think it's easier to subtract a negative, but absolutely does not make any difference which point you want to be 1 and 2. Yes? Always. All right, so I'm going to say 3 minus -11. Did you put that double negative in there? All right. Over 4 minus. All right, so what do I get? There you go. Which becomes 2. All right. Uh-oh. All right. So what I want you to remember how to do, we did all this slope business last week, but we need to write the equation of the line. I want the y equals mx plus b. So here's the second part that you're going to do with these equations. Now you have m. The only thing you need to do is find b, right? What is b? Does anybody remember what b represents? The y-intercept. Good job. All right. That's where I cross that y-axis. That's my y-intercept. That's my starting point, my initial. So I'm going to choose a point, and I'm going to fill this part of the equation in. I'm going to choose 4, 3 just because they're both positive. Make it a little bit easier. So this is my xy. So what should I write? When I fill this in, I have 3 equals, there's my y is 3. 3 equals, what's my m? And what's my x? Plus b. 2 times 4 is? All right, solve for b. One step equation. How do I get b alone? All right. So that's gone. What's b equal to? Yeah. So what's my equation? Y equals, what's m? Times x. And what's b? Minus 5. That's the second step. That's my final answer, writing the equation of the line. So we found m, right? We got slope by doing y minus y. That gave us slope. We chose a coordinate. Again, it makes no difference which coordinate we choose. Choose a coordinate and plug them in, and then solve for b. All right, what was my number 2 coordinates?
-2, 8, and 3, -2.
Okay, so I'm going to say 2, 1. Does it make any difference? Nope. Maybe you said 1, 2. Does it make any difference? I have 8 minus a -2 over. If I put that 8 out front, then I have to put the -2 out front because that's my point 2. So -2 minus 3. What is 8 minus a negative 2? You want to put that in my desk drawer for the day? Put it away. Over. What's negative 2? I'm down by 2. I lose 3 more, so now I'm down by negative 5. All right, so what's my m? What is 10 divided by negative 5? So m equals negative 2. No. No, if I did it the other way, I would have negative 2 minus 8 over 3 minus a negative 2. And then I would have negative 10 over positive 5. And I would still get negative 2. All right, so what point do you want to use to get our slope-intercept equation? What point? All right. So y equals mx plus b. We got to put in for these 3 numbers so that we can solve for that b. What is my y?
Negative 2.
Equals
Negative 2.
Times
3.
Plus b.
And then you would just multiply from negative 2.
Equals
negative
negative.
6. And then you add the 6 in 2 steps.
All right. Plus 6 on both sides. What's my b? Okay, so what's my y equals mx plus b equation? Whoop. Getting some recall? Remember doing these? I believe it was like in November or December that we were writing these equations. November? You probably had the notes on it still. All right. Because after we get comfortable again writing them, look at the board. What else are we going to do today? Or not today, but this week. We're going to graph them, and then we're going to start solving those systems of equations. All right, what about, we got, 2 more weeks, guys, and we're going to start with ACAP. What was my number 3 coordinates, please? 10, 4? 2, 4. Y minus y, who should be 1, who should be 2? Let's pick. All right, so 4 minus 5 over 2 minus 4. Make sure that you put it in the same order. All right, so I got negative 1 over negative 2. What does simplify? 2 negatives. So m is 1/2. What point do you want to use to solve for b? Okay. So what should we write? What's my y? Okay. 4 equals 1/2 times 2 plus b. What's half of 2? So 4 equals 1 plus b. All right. And what does b end up being? So y equals, no, plus 3. And if this had turned out to be a negative 3, I wouldn't be writing plus 3. I'd be writing minus 3, right? All right, was that number 3? Last one, number 4. 1, 2. 10 minus 4 over, if I do 10 minus 4, then I have to do So I get 6 over 2. What's my m? What point should I use, Amari? What point should I use? Pick one. All right. So 10 is my y. So I'm going to write 10 equals 3 times 3 plus b. What do I get for 3 times 3, guys? So 10 equals 9 plus b. Minus 9 and b equals 1. So then I have... And again, if this had come out to be a negative 1, I'd be writing 3x minus 1. Yes, sir?
Whatever number is in the equal sign. So the y is always going to be behind the equal sign.
Yeah, it's the equation y equals mx plus b. That's what you're trying to write.
So when you multiply with the x and
The slope, 3 times 3. Yeah.
the x goes in the parentheses.
Yes. Well, I'm just using parentheses for my multiplication. Okay. All right, let's move over to, you can put, that's your warm-up. You can put that away. We're going to do a few more practice problems. You can be on your sheet protector with your markers. And, yep, let's see how far you can go on this one. This is us just practicing before we play a game. Again, I don't have enough water bottles, so you're going to have to share. I'm coming around with some more paper towels. You're on your page protector, and you're just practicing. So let's see how far you can get with 4381. Find slope.
Just on the slope as well.
So I don't get like.
You don't get like, find your slope, y minus y.
I know that. So like when you do like 1 minus 3.
Yep, your equation has to stay right above each other. If you put the 1 out front, you've got to put the 8 out front. Enough. Has anybody got slope?
Yes.
What slope? Negative 3/4? I don't know. Let's see. What's my y minus y? Okay, 1 minus 3.
Over minus 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like I thought you were
Pretty sure that's right.
I thought you did.
Which just turns into negative 2 over 4.
Okay. Whoa, wait.
Negative 2 over 4 turns into negative 1.
Come on, pen.
Too simple.
And flip it over.
It's not writing.
I can do that.
There we go. I think I need to change the batteries in this pen. Negative 2 over 4. What does that reduce to? Negative 1/2. Yeah, because if the one of them's negative, then it's going to be negative. If two of them are negative, it'll turn positive. All right, so what point should we use?
8 and 1.
8 and 1.
Okay, so what's my y?
1 equals negative 1 half times 8 plus b.
Plus b. So 1 equals, what's half of 8?
Negative 4.
So negative 4 plus b. How do I get b alone?
Add 4 to each side.
So plus 4, what's my b? B equals 5. So y equals, what's m? Negative 1 half x plus 5, right?
Oh, you did.
Getting some recall on these?
How come I'm better at doing this now than I was last time?
I don't know, a lot of times you look back on doing the math and you're like, why was that so hard? But I mean, if you guys think about at the beginning of the year, you were never getting those negatives right. That was always getting, you guys have done a lot of growing in your math this year. All right, find me slope. If you need another paper towel, pass the water around so that everybody can clear their paper. You guys, a student showed me to do this because he would never take his notes, but then he came in with a folder full of page protectors and he liked taking his notes on the page protectors, so I started using them. I think it's fun, a little bit more fun than just writing on paper. All right. What do you think slope is?
Negative 5 over.
Okay, so I have 13 minus 8. If I put the 13 out front, I have to put the 2 out front, right? 2 minus 1. So 13 minus 8 is over 1.
Oh, negative 5.
It's going to be negative.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? On that one? No, that turns into
8 minus 13.
turns into 5.
13 minus 8.
Why did you do that?
Okay, wait now. Hold on. Let's look. So here, if we do 8 minus 13,
You still get the same thing. They're double negative.
then you have to put the 1 out front and do 1 minus 2. Dadgummit pen.
So it'd be 1 over 2, 1 minus 2, and then it would equal negative 5 over negative.
Negative 5 over negative 1.
And then you cross
That's
it.
still going to be positive, right? Because the two negatives are going to cancel each other out. No matter which way you do it, you're going to end up with the same answer. All right, what point do you want to choose to start solving for B?
1 and 8.
Okay, so if I do this, there's my X and Y, there's my M.
So it's 8 equals 5 times 1 plus B.
And 8 equals 5 plus B.
And then you subtract 5 from the side, which turns into 3.
So Y equals 5X plus 3. Where are we at? 1, 2, or 3?
I'm not like, okay, so it's
Maybe
like
a 2?
dividing with the
1
fractions.
still? Okay.
Yes, girl?
Mhm.
So like dividing with the fractions. So what you'll do, you'll take like 5 and then times
Hey,
that
that's
by whatever is in the box, and then you divide by what's below the fraction.
If it's a fraction, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Mhm.
that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Multiply the top, divide by the bottom. All right, let's try another one. 216, negative 1, 7. I want to see everybody at a 2 or a 3. Do you need some water? Find slope.
For the reason why.
That's X. It's gotta be YY. Has anybody got a slope number for me yet?
Number 3.
Can you reduce that?
You can.
So y minus y. I'm going to say this is 2 and this is 1. Yeah. So I have 16 minus over. If I've used the 16 out front, I have to put that 2. Make sure you use the negative for the formula and the negative on that 1. 9 over 3, which makes it. Yes? All right.
16 and 2.
Yep. All right. So if I use the 216, then the 2 is my x and the 16 is my y. So I'm going to write 16 equals. So 16 equals b equals. So you still got 10 though. It doesn't matter which one you use. You're going to get that 10, right? It's please no points whatsoever for racing.
We've been doing this all year, Miss Graham.
We have.
I will win.
We have.
I never lose.
All right, one more. Shh, one more, and then we will go to our dinosaur game. Knockout. Everybody, get on the floor. Everybody, watch the dinosaur. What is that song?
I don't know. It's from Mario.
Huh?
From Mario.
Is it from Mario? Ooh, okay. You know what? I will stop the. That's plenty for the recording.